Good morning, Facebook. How are we doing this morning? My name's Adam Woods. So, I thought this morning we'd talk about a deficit and what actually is a deficit, because obviously we need to be in a deficit to lose that fat. But depending on where we want to be in a deficit, because if you work out your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, which is what we talked about the other day, you might end up here. So, if you then put yourself, which is what I would do, I'd put you in a deficit just underneath. We're not going to starve you, we're going to be eating good food and we're going to be eating a lot of food. A lot of people, I've seen it many a times, they're down here, they're 500 to 700 calories different. And really, who's going to survive off that? If you're just into a deficit, you're going to find that your body's going to use your fat stores along with diet and exercise. If you end up in a 500 plus deficit, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to crash and burn. You're going to be hungry, you're going to be fatigued, you're not going to want to exercise, and at the end of it, it's going to be failure, isn't it? I think that's something that I started with, and I learned pretty quick that your deficit needs to be minimal. You want to be eating good food, otherwise you're never going to sustain it. So if you're in too much of a deficit, also your body's going to start using muscle as energy. So instead of just getting rid of fat, you're actually going to be getting rid of muscle and fat, and that's definitely not what we want. And why do we avoid certain foods? People say that they avoid fat, and I think to myself, fat's so important. And it's nice as well, to be fair. I eat chocolate every day. Every day, dark chocolate, I just love it, so I'm going to eat it every day. But I account for it, I know how much I should be eating, and I'm still in a deficit. My missus will make pizzas, we make lasagnas, we make whatever we want to eat. We don't avoid anything, we just account for it. It might mean that I might not have butter on my toast in the morning when I have eggs and chopped tomatoes or something. And that makes total sense to me. Allow the meal that you're going to have for tea, because you know you're going to have a nice tea. Just allow for it through day and make other sacrifices through day to then have this epic meal at night. It makes a hell of a lot of sense. I just want to put people's mind at ease that a deficit is probably quite a bit different to what you think. A deficit isn't not eating. A deficit is just under the amount of calories you burn in a day, which you'd be surprised how much food it is. I eat 5-6 times a day. I never ever think about bad food because I'm never hungry. Never hungry. I plan my meals night before, if it means cooking them, whatever I do. Prep my chicken, everything's done, and I eat it through the day. And I have to actually set reminders for myself to eat it, because if I don't, I forget, and because I'm never hungry. If I am hungry and I drive past the KFC, my mind's going to wander and I'm going to think, fancy some of that. So, invest in yourself, people. Learn the information. It's honestly, you won't believe the difference you'll feel. Your energy will be through roof. You're going to want to do some exercise. You're going to feel better. And everything about your life is going to be different. If it's your work rate's going to go up. You're going to feel happier. And I think in the long run, it can totally transform your life. It has me anyway. I hope that's out, guys. Cheers for tuning in.